going to do something, and he does something completely different, and it's part of the joy of watching him play. That said, though, I still got to go with Envy on Split, given the history, given their win rates, given their success. This is a team that has put so much work into this map, Sean, and it is showed in the results.
Yeah, it has. And something I've noticed in the Valorant scene, kind of similar, going back to like even the Counter-Strike scene, is if there's a map people don't like to play, like it used to be Split, now it's kind of leaning towards Icebox. The team that's the best on that map is the best team in the region. And right now, Envy's the best team on Split. So that is a large reason why they've had so much success since bringing in Food and Crashies.
All right, well, here we go now. Who's going to draw first blood is Wardell is going to get information in mid. No one really peeking just yet.
Oh, this male is going to be under siege. The breach flash is going to come through any second. There it is.
Oh, Wardell missed the jump. Oh, no. He thought he could actually jump around the corner. Now Haze needs to get out of there. But he'll be stopped instantly, and just look at the aggression, the attack for Envy right out of the gate. And then they're just going to march right into the defender side and get even more intel as to where they are, leaving just Drone and Subroza to have to deal with this. But Drone, with the hot hands, yet again taking out Caboose, does not seem to be getting away from the utility in this series so far.
No, Subroza still has the paint shells on deck. That could be huge here. How are they going to deal with this Raptor position, though?
Yeah, there just really isn't many in the way of options for them there. Yeah, there's the answer. Answer for crashies. Shoot him in the face. Click on some heads. Done. Easy clap. All right. Now, NB kind of going right back to where they were before, by the way, Sean. You know, winning the pistol round in game 1, and then they continue to put some more rounds together. They were looking really good. But then something switches for TSM. This is the thing that Envy needs to shut down.
Yeah, and here we have B main fight coming in from Subroza again. Although the difference is now is Caboose is on this Raze, and he's doing the same thing right back at him. So these duelists are going to be battling here.
Oh, big tag too. Force Subroza back. Get some intel while that was happening. Mid has been under siege yet again.
But if you look, he's actually flashed B main for Subroza, so he has B main control. But it shouldn't matter. B is completely lost.
Oh, well, watch out though for Subroza. Quick pop there takes out Caboose. They should be all right to put this spike down though. On the flank is going to be FNS with the Spectre, and there you go. Wardell just got caught off guard. He was looking at a different vantage point just to try and see if he could catch someone, but you know that male area will always be a threat when you're trying to retake on site like that. Subroza and Cutler in a familiar situation that Subroza was in with last round with Drone. I mean, they do have some utility, but it really just isn't much that they could do here with the weaponry that they have. So this is essentially Envy walking away with this one.
Indeed, yeah. It looks like they're going to attack this B-bomb site early in the game. And if this is anything like how FNS typically calls, this is a game plan type of thing, right? You want to hit B early so that way the other team respects that. They cheat rotations towards B. But really, your main focus throughout this match is going to be A. And I would be willing to bet soon we're going to see an A hit coming out of Envy. Probably around like this. Because TSM sees how easily they're taking B, they're going to overcompensate. You can see there's 3 people now leaning towards B. And they're going to throw a light fake towards B. And they're going to pounce on a weak A site right here.
Yeah, they're going to do the same thing that they were doing in that last round, or at least give them some caution. A similar smoke that is going to be played at vents. Maybe the breach. Ooh, okay. mummAy's going to get held back here for a moment, but nothing all that crazy. Wardell, he's just going to play in top of male. Subroza actually pushes out, and Food is anticipating this. Oh! Oh no! Food was not ready for that at all. That was huge. Big kill for Subroza.
The aggression continues from Subroza. He's just had so much success pushing these B-mains on both maps.
This is ridiculous. Now, mummAy's going to be into an encounter here in a moment against Haze. Is Haze prepared?
Yeah, and this is where a Sentinel would come in handy, right? You would typically know when someone has walked up these A ramps, but you can see TSM is blind to that right now. They don't know. Oh my God, the flick coming out of Wardell. He's now back in the B site. They know. They are now aware of what Envy has taken control of.
And that angle was so pretty as well, because it just does not allow him to be able, the breach to be able to get that angle. He's holding it. He just needs to back away ever so slightly. Cutler's watching this lane as well, but FNS will get the better of him and will be able to upgrade the weapon in turn. But what looked like a decent round for Envy at the start has quickly become TSM not in the worst of positions here. A lot of unhealthy players. Crashies most definitely for Envy.
Subroza does have the paint shells. One frag, he gets the showstopper. This could easily swing in TSM's way, but right now, the post-plant positions on Envy are just nested in this site.
I just don't want to give them an opening or an opportunity. Yeah, they're playing far back in the left corner here. There goes the tag. Hazed is going to go for the shot. Does manage to nail it. He doesn't care that he's still going to be tagged. He's just going to continue to commit to this. And then Wardell around the elbow. Bodies mummAy. And that will be TSM's first on the board here. Yeah, he just didn't care. I mean, that dart is just going to live in him. It's one. It's merged with his body.
Yeah. In that titanium hip.
Yes.
Chilling in there.
I'm actually shocked that it was able to stick on it, you know, because you think like with the titanium it would bounce off, but just done really
very well
that
done.
way.
Great.
And again, I don't know how
TSM.
titanium works, so that's
yeah. Very light. It's good. It's good. It's good.
yeah,
it's good.
Fair enough. we'll be there soon. All right, well now with that round win, TSM, they're feeling pretty good. Credit goes to Subroza here for what he managed to do at the start of this. You know the Food's going to be playing this one cautiously, and now we got ourselves an op from mummAy on the other side.
And if you look, crashies actually fault line to that position where Drone is standing, so you can see Envy's feeling pretty good about dry peeking this. Like, pop the cage, the cross, and this is, again, they're attacking this area where Sentinels typically dominate.
Oh, he's not revealed himself. Drone has not revealed himself at all, but he's going to take this fight, and Kaboose was prepared for it. Just a great reaction out of him. We'll continue to fight in this one. I think, yeah, I was going to say the Boombot is going to identify that one player stacked in there, just not in a position to blow up the Boombot. But that still is going to be some valuable information for them.
But the biggest thing here, Golden Boy, is that mummAy has this angle on the rotate. No one can come into the site, and they're aware that the breach is heaven. But look at this. TSM doesn't care. They don't care.
FNS repositioned the cam up high. So that angle that mummAy was watching is still going to be is still going to be monitored because that cam is there. So if they think that there is an opportunity for them to take A, they'll have the camera for at least some information. But they're going to have to make a hit happen right here, right now. And Wardell is prepared for it. The flash does not connect. He's going to get himself one mark. Is he looking for another one? No. Crashy's going to stop him dead in his heels. Now looking for another one is Hazed, as both players are going to be stuck down low. Watch out for the showstopper, and it lands on Food. Rosa around the corner. Rosa for one more. He's going to have the paint shells there, and FNS had no choice but to challenge, and Subroza locks the round in yet again for TSM.
And he takes back the operator for Wardell. Man, what a big-time play from Subroza. But honestly, the in-game leader, Cutler, on TSM to call that B stack, despite losing A heaven, having no control over A site, the confidence. Holy. And that just goes to show you the preparation between these two teams and how TSM, these players have played under FNS as an in-game leader in Counter-Strike. They know how he calls. And that might have played an effect into that round.
It's like you're just in the mind of the enemy here.
Oh.
Boombot actually connected there with Subroza. Might be a problem later on in the round. We'll see how this one plays out, though. While that was going on, some activity over toward mid. You also have FNS working with the camera, getting information on ramps.
Spike drop. What's this?
Now, mummAy using that Blade Storm, and Rosa's going to be prepared for this, potentially.
They're going to pop through with the breach flash. Subroza might get completely blinded by the breach.
He's waiting for it.
Whoa,
He does
this
have
is
Wardell on
terrifying.
the cross. There goes the flash, and there's one knife in. Does he manage to get another one? Wardell actually bails on out of there. Not a winnable opportunity for him. And because of that kill, and because the utility from the Sentinel isn't there, though, but they might actually just have the angle. They get one. They get two. Oh, Drone. He got two targets out of that one, and that just leaves FNS alone. That was a very, very valiant attempt, and that actually could have worked out, but Drone had managed to make a lot of progress on ramp and was prepared for it. Look at this right here again in the replay.
Yeah, just very unfortunate because Kaboose pops the showstopper. He could have taken out Drone, but he focuses on Cutler. The showstopper almost takes out Cutler, but of course it doesn't, and he makes him pay for that, following up with 2 of his own.
Do you think that perhaps, like, because TSM's been running with this triple duelist, and I've seen so much conversation online about triple duelists, and some people love it, some people hate it. But do you really feel like perhaps like having Sentinel is a little overrated in some instances? Like TSM clearly make it work.
They definitely make it work. I think it's the comfort and knowledge from their players about rotations. Oh, but this is a B hit.
Oh, they're not.
He's going to give up the site. But look
he
at
has no choice.
Subroza again. Subroza's on the flank. Are they going to be ready? But Drone doesn't care. He's going to pull back the Omen, which then frees up Subroza's lurk. Oh my goodness.
But they do manage to stop Wardell, but it ain't going to matter when Subroza's still in play. Can someone please stop this man? Finally, crashies is going to end the run of Subroza. It's about darn time. He's playing a default. The Boombot's still at work, though. It's now just left up to crashies. What can he do? The fault line doesn't connect, and it's Drone. He got 2 kills from that run it back. Insane value from that ultimate to give them that retake cleanly.
Honestly, the biggest thing about that run it back 2K that you mentioned, he takes out FNS, which opens up the flank for Subroza. The trips after the last patch gone.
That's true.
The Omen, Food, completely unaware. He was watching the flank. He was watching it up until that 2K happened. Oh my goodness, Drone enabled Subroza on the flank right there. Beautifully done.
Every interaction has consequences in Valorant. That's the best part about this game. And with the recent updates, the Sentinels to Cypher, it's one of the reasons why, you know, perhaps we're starting to see this shift. But not going to speak too soon here. Still plenty game left to go, but watch out. Wardell does have the mark, and you can just that discipline, the trigger discipline from Wardell is absurd.
He's not aware though. There's someone close to him.
Oh, he heard it instantly. He bailed out of there. He wasn't having any of those shenanigans.
Yeah, we've seen Wardell fluff a couple dashes so far this game, but that was one where he definitely had under control.
Yeah, he needed to get out instantly, be in the position he finds himself right here, and that is going to be the round. Just another flawless by Prime Gaming for TSM. I mean, Sean, they are looking beautiful on this defense thus far. Every player is performing.
Yeah, and that's terrifying if you're an Envy fan right now, because Wardell didn't really show up, if I'm being honest, in that Ascent game. But here you could see Split. He's had a lot of impact early on, sitting at 7-4 after 7 rounds.
This is a shift for this team, though, right? An evolution, if you will, of TSM. It was always about Wardell, 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 right? That's what always was the focus. If Wardell wasn't performing, then TSM weren't winning. But it was only going to be a matter of time before that, just the authority that Drone and Subroza command on this roster and the roles they play, they're so good. Now, though, as we look forward to this round here, we are going to have some opportunities in heaven. mummAy watching the angle.
I think the thing to look out for here is Subroza's showstopper. Is he going to pop?
I was going to say, he maybe won't need to.
What a maniac. Goes 1 for 1 at B heavy. You can see Cutler is now cheating towards the B site. TSM is split. I think either of these sites would be a good option for Envy right now.
They have the choice. What do they decide to do? Food is going to be lingering outside of Garage. FNS is now marching his way through Sewer. Heaven seems to be the play with 40 seconds remaining on the clock. They're going to have to make this choice right now. What do they go for? Hazed is anticipating a potential push here. They're hearing some noise, so they're expecting it. They're expecting movement. This is where the movement starts to happen. Oh, and a TP actually in the back. And Hazed, he's going to stick it. Hazed is going to get this kill. No! It's Food who comes out on top. He baits off the shot from Cutler, and then crashes is there for the trade. What a jiggle peek there, by the way, from Food to be able to give him the opening, give his teammate crashies the opening to get that shot when he dropped down from Heaven. Now it's just Drone. He has some curveballs to get into the side if he wants to. Does he decide to do it? But wow, Sean, what a great execute there. And that teleport, he knew the teleport was coming, so he was anticipating him around the corner to go for the shot. but instead it's Food who comes out on top.
Yeah, now it leaves Drone in this almost impossible scenario. You can see he can take out one in crashies, but he falls to Food. I couldn't agree more with you though. Food, that was such a heads-up play to toss that jumping jiggle peek, because when Hazed hit the 2 bullet, I thought the round was over with the breach ult. Food comes in huge with the trade, and then jiggle peeking on Cutler to not allow a follow-up was massive. That was massive in how that round played out.
Like, how do you have the foresight to just think like, oh, let me jiggle peek here?
Push the middle of the open. I'll just jiggle peek the middle of the open right now.
It's so good.
So good. Wardell's going to get aggressive here into middle. This is a new look. Is Envy going to be ready for this?
He's waiting for the flash. He sees where Food is.
He walled Food. Food's at half health. Oh my goodness.
Food wants to get... Oh, dear. Okay. I don't think that went exactly where he wanted to, but, you know, it's okay. No one was in mid, and crashies had his back. Totally.
You can see Subroza has taken B main yet again.
Look at where they have Spike. A is going to be their play, and FNS has been doing a lot of work over here, just making him think that he's just on the lurk, right? And then mummAy all the way up ramp. But even better is Wardell in this passive position on the defender side spawn.
He's going to get this frag.
100%.
This Raze will definitely look for this kill.
Oh, the flash. They were anticipating it. So smart. So smart there to just force him out, but he still manages to land the target. Cutler's there to help him out now. They've gone full commit mode here. What do? As FNS is going to be trapped underneath the catwalk. Food does not get the shot off. FNS, though, along with mummAy, might be able to nail these shots. Only gets one out of that whole engagement now. 1v2, but Subroza on the flank. 1v3, apologies. And Subroza, yet again, showing up for TSM, locking that round down.
Man, TSM with this lineup, I mean, honestly, Envy is going exactly at what I thought they would. They would go at this A heaven, and it would be super difficult for TSM, right? Envy has the right read. They creep up to the right spot, and that's when they bust the execute. But somehow on the rotates, TSM, it just looks so strong. Hayes baiting the, the spawn peek out of Food, and Wardell coming in right at the perfect time. Cutler with the trade when someone's about to take out Wardell. Everything is just so perfect when you watch TSM right now.
Okay, so on B site here at main, Food did TP, and I believe Subroza heard it. But FNS, though, does manage to nail one target. Actually gets 2 kills out of that one on kaboose and crashies. mummAy, though, dives right into the site, and Food will be with him to plant that spike. Hayes on the outside. You're going to have Cutler by heaven and Drone coming up on the rear here. What I'm looking for is mummAy. What does he do? How does he hold this one off with blades?
Yeah, it is pretty much all on mummAy here with these blades. Can he stop this heaven hit? There's a flash about to come through by Drone. He dodges it.
Only one player left alive. It's going to be Food. He's stuck back in the pillar. And Hayes, he heard that. He knew where he was. It was that golden hearing aid. And this is another round for TSM.
My goodness. I love the different looks that TSM is giving right now. You can see Hayes actually aware that mummAy had the Blade Storm this round. He decides to literally play in spawn. He's not even playing in the bomb site at all. He's completely giving it up. That's such a new look for Envy, and if I were FNS, I'd be so confused right now. I don't know what to do.
I do wonder if that TP gave him some kind of like note, because he was in a position, I believe, to hear it. Anyway, though, we'll see what they end up doing this round. As we got half buys here, eco for, not half buys, but eco for Envy. So far in their attack, it has not been what they've wanted, and just another great use of the utility there. Because as you said, they're going to keep going for a heaven, and they'll have the utility, TSM, to just hold them off for the time being. But this is going to be big, as Subroza, he's waiting for this. If they drop down, does find one. Oh dear, that's not good. That's definitely not good. 3 players down just like that. No real choice but to just push onto a site. And Hayes is waiting for the push. I think he thought that maybe one more could be corralling from the defender side.
Spike planted.
But instead is actually going to get around to defenders and then the last player tucked away at pillar. And they're going to get together. But Wardell on the flank was waiting for him. Had just this inclination that one could be making their way around. This just leaves crashies by himself with no real options. But they did get the spike down, so a little extra cash in their pocket here. That's it. Wardell's letting him know, Sean. He's letting him know.
Oh boy, I want to ask you a question. How many times... Oh, that's the Prime Gaming flawless right there coming in. Actually, I didn't realize that none of them were taken out that round. But how many times have you seen someone inside of ropes like this in a 5-on-5 holding that side and not the other side, right?
Yeah.
Normally people come from middle, right? But
Uh-huh.
TSM right now is playing a totally different game than most of these other pro teams. They have no Sentinel. So they're playing such a different style, right? Subroza could have easily gotten flanked from the other way. Could have easily. But they're so used to the timings right now in the pro scene that he knows it's not going to happen. It's very unlikely.
Oh, we're going to get aggression right out of the gate
my
here. Oh, no. Lord have mercy. Okay. Well, Subroza doesn't quite get the kill, but all these players are going to be stuck in the outside. 2 kills are going to be exchanged. Both of the Razes are going to go down, but that could have been really bad.
I love it. I love it. He's disrupting the strat. FNS just has no idea anymore. I mean, different look time and time again. Subroza is just absolutely crushing them right now with this aggression.
But look at this, right? Because of that play and because of what they did, now Drone can sit inside events and he's okay. Like, everyone knows that, it's going to be fine. Look where Wardell is. He's okay. He's got that lockdown.
Look at Wardell. I'm sorry, look at Cutler. He's aiming at the wall with his rolling thunder. This B hit is just wrecked. Oh, but mummAy dodges it.
mummAy does dodge, but he's so weak. And then the counter rolling thunder to respond. Run it back here for Drone. I mean, mummAy was dead to rights there. It simply was just not going to happen. 2 players left standing here. You want to get out of this one with a respectable 8-4 in the half, but at the current rate, oh, he's going to TP. He's gone. He's gone, and they know this. He's got no choice. He's going to put the spike down, and he needs to hope that crashies is going to get there in time, but look at the way that TSM are flying. He has no time to put the spike down. He has no time, and now it's just crashies who has to make a miracle happen in 13 seconds, and that just ain't going to happen. That is a 9-3 half on defense for TSM here on Split. Envy now have a lot of work to do, but for Envy fans, I'm going to say this much. Their defensive win rate is 86% on Split. This is a team that knows how to play defense, but perhaps TSM has downloaded them here, Sean.
TSM looks so hot right now. I don't know how Envy is going to come back in this half, but going by your numbers, 86%, they should get 10 rounds this half. So, this could easily be Envy's game, but they have to kick off this half in the right way. They have to win the pistol. I mean, Wardell is feeling it. Look how pumped this man is. He can taste the finals at this point.
Don't get too comfortable, though.
The stack on A site. You see FNS with the nerd cam at B heaven. He used this a lot during the qualifiers. He'll idle this, and honestly, not many players were aware of it. You see the smoke coming in top male, which actually helps out this camera even more. But Drone's looking at it. Drone is super aware. He's shooting up at the sky right there. This is an A hit, though. They're trying to pull food over towards B, but they haven't done it.
There we go. Movement now is going to happen. crashies is waiting. As soon as they come out of heaven, he's going to hit that flash. But I don't think it connects with anyone, really. Subroza, as he comes around the side here, might hit him with a right click with the classic. 2 kills, though, on for TSM, 1 for Envy. Maybe they could work around with this. Subroza and Wardell, very, very weak.
Spike planted.
Just going to have to be some heroics here from FNS. Oh, he looks away at the wrong moment, and he pulled the attention away. 2 right clicks, only 1 remaining, but it's going to be Hayes against 2 members here of Envy, and Envy managed to get this pistol, just like they did at the start of the game. Brilliantly done by Envy.
Can you believe that? Can you believe that, Golden Boy? The 4 person in the site retake. These guys are huddled around the spike like it's a bonfire. They all go down. What timing for
I'm just
FNS?
shocked that they all look that way.
That's insane to me. No one looking at the elbow peak. FNS slips in at the perfect time. All part of the master plan. All part of FNS's master plan. He's on the way to set right now.
Because typically 2 people will leap out of there to try and draw fire, right? So maybe that's why, but even then, it's just the fact that no one stayed committed to the elbow at all was rather telling. Here we go, though, for Envy. Things could be looking up for them. We'll see how they play around with this. They'll have the better weaponry, but Subroza does have a Sheriff, which could be an issue.
And you can see there's that trip at A Heaven that helps out those 2 players at the A site. But it's not going to matter if one of these Sheriffs, you know, just hits a 1-tap on you.
So he's got this wire in the back, and Food is waiting for activity here. It's not happening. Instead, it's going to be crashies who has to deal with all these players. He has no idea the Wardell's actually snuck up behind him because of Tailwind. Food's got a lot of work ahead of him, though. Does manage to nail 2 shots there. TSM get on site.
This is a very, very scary retake here for Envy. Paint shells on Caboose, could clear out elbow and then allow for the kill on Wardell. But Wardell's gonna swing!
Oh, shot.
Caboose takes him out. Now 3-on-2 in favor of Envy. Subroza very low HP, stuck outside the site.
Oh! Oh, he drifted up! He went Tailwind up draft right into the site. He gets right on it. He's going for the defuse. Subroza got caught by that pesky trap wire, and that is going to be the round. I did say, though, watch out for that share from Subroza. FNS is going to clear that one out right then and there, and Envy will march their way forward, inching ever so closely to this TSM lead.
Man, mummAy's playing a different game than us. that tailwind up traps. This guy is... I don't even know what he's playing. Doesn't look like the one I'm playing, though.
Man, brilliant play there.
And FNS just keeps using the setup, and some people in chat might be like, oh, he keeps doing the same thing. Honestly, TSM hasn't seen it yet. So
they have no idea.
They have no idea that this setup is like this. So they're just going to keep running the same thing over and over here at B. And you can see Subroza still bullying this B main. He wants fights.
He's trying to bait something out. I respect that from Subroza. He always is down for a one-on-one. And 9 times out of 10, and he knows he can do it because he's more than likely going to win it. He's just that good.
Look at this setup at A. This is very scary for crashies and Food. They're playing between the hit. It's going to come from A main and rope simultaneously.
crashies got the intel, but Drone still gets the kill. Okay, though. Okay. Let's wait this out, though, because Food hasn't revealed himself yet. They don't know what's going on here. Actually gets one, gets a second here for Food. Big kills. He never gave up his position, and now they know that one's going to be around on the flank. This is going to have to force hazed to have to put attention over here while his teammates have to deal with the players coming towards screens. Should expect more kills to come through here, and it's actually Drone who takes out... What? He TP'd in front of him?
Oh my, Golden Boy. Did we just see the real Omega Omen play? After what was an amazing 2K, the itch for the TP comes out from the Omen main.
Foolish.
FNS can't really do much.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. What?
FNS mad hazed embarrassed his fellow Omen. Oh, no, no, no.
What was he?
One player remaining.
Yeah. Oh, no. That just,
Oh, no.
Now that teleport worked, right? Like, that one made sense.
It's an itch all of us Omens have, okay? We all want to use the TPs. It's the most fun in the game, okay?
I recently started playing Omen myself, and I've been making some real Pepega teleports, so I can tell you, I totally understand.
It's way easier than you would think. I promise you that. But how does Envy bounce back? That's the real question. They don't really have money. They don't have the credits to purchase a full buy here, but they can't afford to lose any more rounds.
Get out of my way.
Perhaps this mummAy Blade Storm might be enough here. This is new, too, because mummAy here at mid He's waiting for any push, but they haven't actually gone this way all that much. But instead, look at B. Look at B. Subroza and Wardell have made their way inside. They actually get both kills on mummAy and kaboose. They were completely isolated. Subroza was weakened, and he still might be a factor here. He still is a factor with 10 HP. I'm just glad that crashies ended this insanity, but Drone will get this spike down. Now it's FNS and crashies working in tandem together. Can they do this? Should say working in tandem.
This seems unwinnable. They might have to go into a save here. This is... Yeah, you can see FNS hightailing it out. He's trying to, get back into sewers where he'd be safe. Oh my goodness. There's something about the confidence on Subroza. He knows he can win all of these aim duels. He knows he doesn't need the flashes. He doesn't need all the support from his teammates. And he is standing out, like a very bright light in this server right now. He is playing a different style of game than anyone on Envy and probably anyone on his own team. He is confident and he's opening up rounds time and time again. He has been a massive difference maker here today.
And this TSM squad is scary for so many reasons, not just because of this shot calling that we're seeing or even what Subroza is doing. He's 20-11, just a crazy series from Subroza. But if Subroza were not to be there, not be at that point, you best believe that either Drone or Wardell would be carrying that slack as well. This is why there's so much praise for TSM. But there's also a lot of praise for Envy with the way that they work around one another, the trust they have for each other. They simply just need to start... They have to stop allowing Subroza to be able to take this B for free because he's been doing it so much and he's finding tons of success.
Fire in the hole!
He does it again. He gets in there again.
Joke's over.
This man is on a mission.
He's out
trying to get to the finals, Golden Boy, and no one's going to stop him right now. So he's going up heaven. This guy's a maniac.
He's using their own dark cover. Oh, okay, but finally the insanity is going to come to an end here. That said, 2v3, TSM have the advantage. As mummAy's looking around heaven, he doesn't have a view because of that dark cover that they put down, and Wardell ends up getting the frag. It's now just left up to FNS, the IGL. Can he find one kill? Get the second, but it does not happen. Instead, Drone is there for the secure, and we are now at match point. Series point. TSM, 1 round from going to the grand finals here at First Strike North America.
Oh, what a heartbreaking way to kind of falter in the ending stages of this game. I mean, when you think about these pro matches, you never really expect someone to just dry come into the B-bomb site like that. It's so rare on a map like Split where it's, defender heavy, that when you watch a pro team, they have crazy execs to open up these sites.
Yeah.
That's not what we're seeing today out of
Nope.
Subroza.
Here we go. The tension, it's mounting. As Envy know that this is it, their tournament life on the line here. Drone doing something that we haven't quite seen all that much of. This mid control. The camera's not there anymore, actually. As a matter of fact, the camera's going to be positioned outward toward B to help out with any information that could be coming through from Subroza. But instead, he's actually going to be holding back, waiting. He's not playing aggressive. He's been doing this every round. That's the reason why they full committed and put so much investment on B, Sean.
This is insane.
One man has been able to do this.
Everything these guys do is just the right read right now. And now they know exactly where this breach is. They know the rotate's going to have to come in. And you can see Food smokes the main, plays catwalk. But now there's no one holding that A heaven position. And Wardell has taken that angle with his operator.
Drone hasn't moved. Drone hasn't moved. He hasn't moved and he's waiting. Oh, the camera connects though. Now he doesn't know where FNS is, but that's okay. I think they're fine with that.
30 seconds left.
They're just going to go and play around this A site.
This is going to be a super difficult hold for these two players in the A bomb site. Here comes Food, and he falls.
Oh,
as
no.
does crashies.
Oh, no. Last player left alive. It's FNS. Only a few seconds left. But, folks, this could very well be it. Envy's life in the tournament on the line here. The push comes through, and Wardell locks it in. TSM are going to the grand finals of First Strike.
Hats off to TSM.
Domination.
Boy. Absolute domination from them. battling through the entire qualifier. These guys are on a massive win streak right now, and they're doing it in a way where no other team in First Strike is. They have no Sentinels. They're running triple duelists. They've created their own style. They've embraced their strengths. And goddamn are those strengths very, very, very good.
After TSM lost in the quarterfinals.